Embryology is the branch of biology that studies the development of an organism from the fertilization of the egg to the formation of the complete body. It provides a comprehensive understanding of how various structures and organs in the human body are formed and how they function. Peritoneal cavity development is an essential aspect of embryology, as it plays a crucial role in the formation and organization of the abdominal organs. This script will delve into the intricate details of the development of the peritoneal cavity, including the formation of mesenteries, ligaments, and various sacs. During early embryonic development, the peritoneal cavity starts to form as a result of the folding of the embryonic disc. As the embryonic disc folds ventrally, the dorsal mesogastrium is formed. This structure connects the dorsal wall of the peritoneal cavity to the stomach and is derived from the dorsal mesentery. The dorsal mesogastrium eventually differentiates into various mesenteries, which are double layers of peritoneum that suspend and support the abdominal organs. Simultaneously, another structure called the ventral mesogastrium is formed during embryonic development. It arises from the ventral part of the peritoneal cavity. The ventral mesogastrium divides the peritoneal cavity into two compartments, the greater sac and the lesser sac. The ventral mesogastrium also gives rise to the falciform ligament, which connects the liver to the anterior abdominal wall. The greater sac is the primary compartment of the peritoneal cavity, which accommodates most of the abdominal viscera. It forms due to the extensive growth of the dorsally located dorsal mesogastrium and ventral mesogastrium. As these two structures grow and fuse together, they create the boundaries of the greater sac. The lesser sac, also known as the omental bursa, is a smaller compartment located behind the stomach and in front of the pancreas. It forms as a result of the rotation of the stomach during embryonic development. The dorsal mesogastrium wraps around the stomach, creating a cavity posterior to it, which develops into the lesser sac. As the peritoneal cavity continues to develop, the mesenteries give rise to various ligaments that support and suspend the abdominal organs. One such example is the gastrocolic ligament, which connects the stomach with the transverse colon. Additionally, the phrenicocholic ligament forms between the left colic flexure and the diaphragm. The spleen and kidneys also have specific ligaments that attach them to the peritoneal cavity. The splenorenal ligament connects the spleen to the posterior abdominal wall, while the lienorenal ligament connects the left kidney to the pancreas and the posterior abdominal wall. In females, the ovaries are suspended in the peritoneal cavity by a structure known as the suspensory ligament of the ovary. This ligament arises from the dorsal mesogastrium and attaches the ovary to the lateral abdominal wall. In males, the testes initially develop inside the abdominal cavity near the kidneys and gradually descend into the scrotum. This descent is facilitated by the gubernaculum, a structure formed by the outgrowth of the ventral mesogastrium. The gubernaculum guides the testes through the inguinal canal into the scrotum. The greater sacomenta are double layers of peritoneum that extend from the stomach and intestines. They play a crucial role in supporting and shielding the abdominal organs. The lesser sacomenta, on the other hand, are smaller peritoneal folds that attach the lesser curvature of the stomach to the liver and the posterior abdominal wall. The mesentery is a double layer of peritoneum that suspends the small intestine from the posterior abdominal wall. It forms during embryonic development as a result of the elongation and fusion of the dorsal and ventral mesenteries. The mesentery contains blood vessels, lymphatics, and nerves that supply the small intestine. Similar to the development of the mesentery, the transverse mesocolon and sigmoid mesocolon arise from the fusion of the dorsal and ventral mesenteries. The transverse mesocolon supports the transverse colon, while the sigmoid mesocolon suspends the sigmoid colon. The peritoneal cavity receives innervation from various sources. The autonomic nervous system supplies the smooth muscle of the abdominal organs and blood vessels. The somatic nerves, such as the phrenic nerve, supply the parietal peritoneum, which lines the abdominal wall. In summary, the peritoneal cavity undergoes a complex developmental process involving the formation of mesenteries, ligaments, and compartments. Understanding this process is essential for medical professionals in order to comprehend the anatomy and functions of the abdomen.